Hello and welcome to my short lecture on the subject Smart Cities and Communities. So the syllabus for the Unit 1, Fundamentals of Smart City Infrastructure includes Introduction, History of Smart City, World and India, Necessity of Smart City, Smart Governance, Challenges of Managing Infrastructure in India and World. So Module 1, we will be discussing on how to define the concept of smart city, how to define the word smart city. Smart city, as given in the slide, is nothing but a city that uses digital technologies to improve the quality of the life of a citizen who is living in that city, and using the same digital technology to optimize several operations, thereby ensuring sustainable development. It's a city that is not only connected in all means, but it is also an intelligent one, making real-time decisions using data and technology. Now, there are several individual entities and authors who have given their own definitions. One such entity is IBM. According to IBM, smart city is the one that makes optimal use of the interconnected information available today to better understand and control its operations and optimize the use of limited resources. Like IBM, other definitions are also given, and one such definition says that the notion of smart cities is a major part of how the cities across the globe are approaching the future. As I already told you, in the academic literature and practice, by several authors, definitions of smart cities are given in different way, but as an overall view, the common element that connects all these authors is usage of ICT. ICT is nothing but information and communication technologies, and it will be using sensors plus the usage of big data. Combining these ICT-based sensors and big data, a smart city will be able to make a very good decision by analyzing the data that is available in real time. Alcantara et al., Partridge, Pellicent, Craiglew, or several authors, they have given their own definitions for the word smart city. According to Kissinger, a smart city is an urban area categorized not only by high availability of ICTs, but performing in the areas of economy, people, governance, mobility, environment, and living. Latko Wenzel, director of Smart City Enterprise, tells that the vision of smart cities is to make the city's environmental green city system effective, so that the city life is stressless and joyful. When citizens' life comfort gets well, their hearts get relaxed, and people automatically self-organize themselves and become more conscious. On the overall point of view, smart city is nothing but a new kind of technology-led urban utopia, according to the author Holland. With this, we will stop module number 1. Hello and welcome to my short lecture on the subject Smart Cities and Communities. Today we will be discussing the the topic that is History of Smart City and World and India. How the concept of smart city has evolved all around the world, and we will be discussing the same from Indian point of view. Now, from world's point of view, what are the cities that are considered as pioneers? What are the cities that are considered as digital cities or wired cities? There are three numbers, and they have already evolved as smart cities, and this happened in 1990s itself, and the three cities are Singapore, Barcelona and Amsterdam, and they tend to digitize infrastructure, thereby improving urban planning using the collected data. If you consider European Union invests a large amount in ICT research and innovation, and if you say smart cities, it doesn't mean ICT for better resource use and less emissions. It is also to result in a smarter urban mobility and transport networks, and upgraded water supply, waste disposal facilities, and more efficient ways to light and heat buildings. And it should also result in a more interactive and responsive city administration, safer public spaces, and meeting the needs of aging population too. And European Union, it brings together the various European cities and several industry leaders and the representatives of civil society. All these three are brought together to achieve this smart city target. And the three components of smart cities are smart city marketplace, energy and smart cities, sustainable transport for smart cities. Now, energy, if you consider, 75% of the Europe's population lives in cities. So they will be the primary contributors to the greenhouse gas emissions. And they will be the major users of energy. And they will be the major sources who will have a great impact on climate change. So European Union is spending amount to promote research and innovation efforts across Europe by supporting the most impactful technologies in the European Union's transformation to result in a low carbon energy systems. And urban mobility or sustainable transport in European Union means building zero emission airports and ports. And they are also deciding to provide incentives to all those citizens who will be using less carbon. And multimodal mobility is also another option for achieving the concept that is called as smart, sustainable urban transport. Now we will discuss one case study. Now we will be discussing how Singapore has evolved into a smart city, how it is leveraging technology to build a more connected, efficient and sustainable city. Now, as you can see in this picture, this is an airport in which the family is supposed to do immigration, and this is done automatically by using facial and iris biometrics, and because of this the auto immigration takes place with the reduced checkpoint wait time by 40%, and it also accurately verifies identities. Such airports exist in Singapore. Now, smart city should also be a concept that is accessed by people with disabilities and old age people, and such wheelchair friendly routes are also provided in Singapore by using geospatial technology to map. And smart parking, as you can see, there is a colored light indicators to tell the people that there is an empty lot here where they can park car, and this provides a seamless parking experience with barrier-free entry and auto digital payments. And in tasks for logistics, healthcare, and facility management and other sectors, we can make use of autonomous mobile robots, and this is existing in Singapore. And they are also using drones to do inspection and where the places are hard to reach and where the places are assumed to be dangerous, and construction sites, sewerages, bridges, rooftops, building facades, to all these places where human beings involvement is risky, then you can do the inspection by using drones. And this is also possible or taken care by the smart city of Singapore. And Singapore is a city which makes the citizen to subscribe to very high, ultra fast, low latency 5G networks, and they allow the citizens to do easy communication. And when it comes to urban sustainability, the city enhances city efficiency and livability by utilizing real-time monitoring and analytics and automation. And there are some stations where people always do 24 hours monitoring to achieve this. And this picture shows how the entire city is being modeled and simulated for forecasting future climatic conditions by designing the existing climate conditions. Now, when it comes to resource optimization, they are also using smart water meters to track the water usage, and this allows the consumers to have an efficient water consumption, and this is very important as water is a rare resource which is to be conserved. So these are all the simple concepts that are actually used by Singapore, and this makes them a pioneer for smarter cities, and they are also called as spawn cities, as you all know, because in case of severe rainfall conditions, their roads are not flooded, and that's why they are called as spawn cities. And this concludes our today's session. Now let us discuss how India as a developing country has evolved into a smart country actually. Now India has actually launched a project that is called as Smart Cities Mission in the year 2015, and under this project or mission, 100 cities were to be selected, and if their application is passed through, then they are to develop their cities with a vision and strategy aligned with local needs. Now, the goal of this mission is to create a city that is citizen-centric, sustainable, and inclusive urban development. Now, it's an initiative that is being launched by Government of India, and the main purpose behind this drive is to promote economic growth and improve the quality of life of the people living in the cities. And this would be by enabling local development and harnessing technology as a means to create smart outcomes for the citizens. The mission objective is to promote cities that provide core infrastructure and give a decent quality of life to its citizens. The idea is to look at compact areas, create a replicable model, and that will act like a lighthouse to other aspiring cities. Now, the core infrastructure elements in such smart cities are: the citizens are to be provided with adequate water supply, assured electricity supply, sanitation, that includes solid waste management as well, efficient urban mobility, public transport, affordable housing, especially for poor people, robust IT connectivity, digitalization, good governance, especially e-governance and citizen participation, sustainable environment, safety and security of citizens, particularly women, children, and the elderly. under the scheme, as I already told you, 100 smart cities were to be selected, and if this city is selected, then they will be awarded 50% of the funding by Government of India, central government, and the remaining 50% is to be contributed by the city or the state or the union territory. Under scheme, in a fund, the funding of about rupees 48,000 crores over 5 years are to be allotted on an average of 100 crore per city per year. An equal amount, as I told you, should be contributed by the state or urban local body. ULB represents urban local body. Thus, nearly 1 lakh crore of government funds will be available for the development of such smart cities. Next piece of lecture, I will be telling you what are the cities that are selected under this proposal and what projects are sanctioned under this scheme. Hello and welcome to my short lecture on the subject smart cities and communities. Now we will be discussing the module number 3 of unit 1, that is why the smart city is necessary. Smart cities are actually the answer to modern urban challenges, and they are important, they are essential for managing scarce resources like water, electrical energy, etc. They are essential for providing efficient public services. They are essential for enhancing the livability. They are essential for promoting the environmental sustainability. And all these can be obtained just by making decisions that are better in real time, and these decisions are made by using data that are collected from various sectors in real time. Smart cities actually provide seamless and smooth transport services both for public as well as private sectors. There are various services sectors in a city, including education, health, transport, communication, child and women welfare, and if you are using smart technologies in these service sectors, they will be able to provide quick services to the people, that too in an efficient and effective manner. In other words, it enhances the capabilities of these service sectors. If in a city there is a smart infrastructure, then it raises the quality of life of the people in the cities, living in the cities. And the smart city believes in the investment in social and human capital, so it can promote social and human development, that too in a quicker pace. If in a smart city, smart energy management is made, then it will promote sustainable growth and development, and this will in turn lead to national economic growth. If in a city there is a smart urban local body which is well trained, and if it is equipped with modern ICT, then these smart ULBs will be able to work in an efficient and effective manner, leading to the development of the city dweller. If in a smart city, if there is a concept that is called a smart governance, smart law and order situation, then it will again be helpful to raise the quality of life of the people. And by saying this, it will make the city administration more responsible and more responsive. Unlike in other cities, a smart city uses a decentralization approach, that is a bottom-up approach, because of the participation governance, to deliver services to the people at the grassroots. Because of all these reasons, it is a necessary concept for making a city smart. Hello and welcome to my short lecture on the topic smart cities and communities. Today we will be discussing module number 4, that is smart governance under unit number 1. So if you call a system to be smart or a city to be smart, then it should have some particular characteristics. So the characteristics are smart infrastructure, ICT should be smart, energy management should be smart, transport should be smart, waste management should be smart, mobility should be smart, there should be smart ULB, smart citizens, smart slums, and more important, smart governance. So, when will you call the infrastructure to be smart? If the cities are paved with good roads which are capable of surviving under all weather conditions, if all the citizens are being provided with assured electricity supply, if all the citizens are provided with affordable housing, if the sanitation and sewerage system is smart, and if all the people in the city are having access to clean and potable water, if they are having access to info, data, and technology, and if the education, health services, and IT connectivity is smart, then the whole city will be supposed to have smart infrastructure. Information and communication technologies will be called as smart when there is an integration of IoT, big data, AI, and other technologies, and it also enables the city administration to make planning for the future development of the city, and all the citizens living in the city should be provided with smart internet connectivity and Wi-Fi networks that are up to date so that they will be able to access information and innovations. Now, when it comes to smart energy management, rather than relying on centralized energy resources, rather than relying on polluting fossil sources like coals and uranium, it will be better to go for alternative options like wind and solar. And if there is an efficient use of energy by both the residential and commercial buildings, and instead of common vehicles that make use of petrol and diesel, if you are switching on to EVs, and if the common lighting system is being converted to or replaced by LED systems, then the total amount of energy that is consumed will come down. And if every home is installed with smart meters, then the whole energy management will be called as smart. When you call the transport to be smart is whenever there is a reduction in vehicle traffic, whenever there is a reduction in road accidents, whenever there is a reduction in traffic congestion, whenever there is a reduction in traffic crimes, and if the transport is capable of providing seamless service to both public and private sectors, then the transport management will be called as intelligent. Now comes the very important thing that is called a smart governance. So what is smart governance? Smart governance means using digital tools for effective public administration. If you have such a status, then it will ensure citizens to have a voice, and they will be able to access government services anytime, anywhere, etc. And it also increases transparency and the trust in the governance. For example, all must have their own online portals and online services that they are accessing, and they are available in their mobile phones itself. So if you are having such a thing, then it will be also called a smart governance. Then if all over the city, if there is a option of real-time monitoring 24 hours 7, then you will be able to keep the crimes in check. And with the available collected data, if you are able to make good decisions in which will be leading to future growth of the city, then it will be called a smart governance. Further, participatory governance is an important dimension in a smart governance, and it improves public participation through use of e-government tools and initiatives, and they are delivered via smartphones and other digital devices, as I already mentioned, and residents should actively participate in the governance, and they should be capable of providing feedback via their digital channels, and the public services offered should be more affordable, accountable and transparent. So thus smart governance promotes transparency and accountability of the government and the municipal system. With this, let's close this session.